fellow enthusiasts, and welcome to My Month in Figures, the video series in which I tell you what I did in the hobby during the last couple of weeks. May concluded, and what a month it was. Mo University turned 9 years old. I myself turned 41. We finished the reinstallment of The Garden and so much more. A legitimate question, therefore, of course, is... kinda. I've promised that I will never come empty-handed into this segment again, and therefore I can show you 2 doll photos that I was able to take in May. One is themed around our landscaping journey, Moon with the little shovel, hard at work, and one is about Ivory connecting one of Japan's spring festivities with ours, because I've always wanted to take a photo of one of my Smarties with a maypole in the background. So yeah, 2 new doll photos in May, and therefore also my Smart Doll calendar for next year starts to take shape. Next question, please. Yes, but not as many as in April. First, of course, there was the arrival of my top pick from the last video, this cute little figure by Azen. And if you want to see me taking those figures out of their shipping box for the very first time, you might want to watch my live streams each Monday and Friday from the workshop. In addition to that, I'm also currently waiting for this version of Nina. I've already got my payment request and she is on the way. Might even arrive within the next week, so maybe join the live streams from the workshop. Wink wink, nudge nudge. And because you can't have too many Girls Band Cry figures, before I started recording for this video, I just ordered this set of, I guess, prize figures or trading figures, because let's be honest, for that amount of money you're hard pressed to get even one figure, yet alone a set of 5. So I'm very curious about them as well. Next question. Well, if you are subscribed to this channel, you might have noticed that I put out 2 reviews this month. One is about Nina as an Nandroid, and the other one is about this Miku from the Gundam X Miku collaboration series from earlier this year. And yeah, on a totally unrelated note, I finally come around and sorted and organized all my doll clothes, because until now my approach was to store them in boxes. And when I mean boxes, I mean throw them into a cupboard and close the door. But now I basically installed a doll-sized wardrobe into my human-sized one, so pretty neat. And with that out of the way, we arrived at the highlight. Here are my top 10 figure releases for the month of May. Number 10. A3 from A3 My Dear Moments by Belfine. Don't know about this series, but I like the breeziness of this one. And of course this walking on water base looks very nice, as well as all those delicate crafted hair strains. They are amazing. Belfine might not have the best reputation, but I've got figures from them in the past, and in my opinion they turned out great. Price is a bit hefty though for 1.7, so yeah, maybe that's the reason why they aren't as liked in the community. Number 9. Giovanna and Ray from Guilty Gear Strive by Union Creativity International. I like that the manufacturer acknowledged that Guilty Gear has other fighters besides Bridget and Baikan. This almost statue-like looking release is of course very stylish. I like the urban setting, of course, and they even left some rust spots on those metal bars. I don't know if this is an oversight from the production photos, but if this is intentional, I kinda love it. Price again is a bit elevated, but currently this is the only figure of this character, so if you are a fan of her, you pretty much don't have any other options. Number 8. Kasuga from the Yakuza game series by Kotobukiya. Koto really had some stunning releases this month, so we will see them occupy multiple spots in this list. The first one is this rather large 1/6 scale figure of everybody's favorite mobster that this time comes with a lobster. and a sweet pet. Of course, I like red suits. I kind of dig the hairstyle, and overall I think this might be the perfect collectible as a centerpiece for your Yakuza shrine.
Number 7.
Draco from Fate Grand Order by Midikos Entertainment. Another one of those liquefied base designs, but this time bloody red and very menacing. I also like the white robe with all its folds, looks awesome. And I also think that the smoke that's coming out of this goblet looks the nicest across all the Draco figures out there. Number 6. Buletta from Vampire the Night Warriors by Kotobukiya. The second of 3 spots in this list that got snagged by Koto, this time with an hilarious interpretation of a Little Red Riding Hood figure that comes with a machine gun, and as an Austrian guy of course gives me great Sound of Music vibes, especially this one parody with the guns. Very dynamic pose, okayish price, and an hilarious bonus face, so what's not to like? Number 5. Elf Sister Maishiel by Hobby Sakura. An OC based on an illustration by King, who already provided the designs for some sensual figures in the past, and this one is no different. It is one of a pair, hence the sister part in the name, but I like this one better than the Fanil counterpart, and I also think that based on her design and pose, this is very well supported as a standalone figure. Nice sword, nice thighs, in a classic high fantasy outfit that reminds me a lot of stuff like Records of Lodoss War or Slayers. Number 4. Another OC based on an illustration by Zombie K by, well, one of the funniest named manufacturers that I've heard in a while, Power Alpaca. Granted, the promotion pictures out there aren't the best when it comes to resolution, but I still dig the design with those tall bunny ears and this massive twig staff. Also, the figure appears to be rather tall and also features some cast-off parts. Ooh la la! And let's be honest, for a price point of below $100, how bad can this be? Number 3. Misato from Evangelion by Magi Arts. Well, what can I say? A figure that looks straight out of one of those EVA art books. So if you are still a fan of this goated anime from the 90s that had great characters but aired in a time where figures looked a bit derpy or uncanny and sometimes downright terrible, I think you owe it to yourself and your collection to treat yourself to a more modern interpretation of your childhood heroes. And what better figure of Misato to get than this one? Number 2.
Higa Tsuchuji from Hibimeshi by, yes, another Kotobukiya figure.
I mean, it's a figure of a cute girl that is holding an energy drink, which is supposed to be a Relentless knockoff, which is owned by Monster Beverage, my favorite brand of energy drink. Okay, I've got to be honest with you, I know nothing about this character or series, but based on her design and the visuals, this might be the slice of life show that is right down my alley, so I might even check it out afterwards, and if I like it, I might order her, even if she is not my top pick of the month, because based on this pose and her outfit, I can already imagine a composition for a figure photo. Number 1. VTuber Iron Mouse as a pop-up parade SP figure by Good Smile. Because even if I'm not well versed in this whole VTuber scene, I know at least as much that I can say without a doubt that a talent like her deserves to be immortalized as a nice looking figure, and based on the production photos, this is a good looking one. I'm also quite curious about this SP subline of pop-up parades that, from what I've heard, are smaller than the large ones, but feature significant more details than a normal pop-up parade. Also, this gothic Lolita style outfit, together with the color combination, makes it a great design, regardless if you know who she is and what she does. And also have to applaud Good Smile for still releasing good looking yet affordable figures that everyone can enjoy. So these were my top 10 figure releases that were scheduled in May. I'm curious, what are yours? Drop them down into the comments below, and if you want, stick around for further reviews and live streams so that we can maybe see each other again at the end of next month. In the meantime, take care out there and keep having fun collecting.